Hey guys, it's Brent within my head channel, and I'm back. Today, I'm going to be looking at some of my Kiss magazines, and I've got a different mix here from different, the eras, the 70s, 80s, 90s type stuff. And so I thought I do quite a bit of Patreon exclusive type things, and some of them stay exclusive. Some of them go to eventually make it to YouTube. This is one that will eventually make it to YouTube as well as being a Patreon exclusive. Right now, I am recording this live, and different Patreons have the opportunity to jump in. I shared a link with them privately to give them the opportunity to be able to come in and join in on this if they would like to. But this is an opportunity for them to come in and jump in live. Everybody else will be able to see it on a replay. Go ahead and get started because I've got about 6 magazines here I want to kind of make it through. Some of these are very much full Kiss magazines. Some of them are just specials maybe. So I'm going to start with Kiss the Videos, and I'm going to try to keep this glare off the best I can. Kiss the Videos. This came out in... let's see, what's the date on this? It was $3.95 when it came out. Let me see if I can find the date. 1990. This is 1990 here. So that'd be shortly after Hot in the Shade, maybe? I would think shortly after Hot in the Shade. I'm going to try to keep it where you guys can see it. Trying to hold it at an angle here. Starts off with that. I'm going to do this. See if this will help. See if my magazines will help. There we go. Starts off with that Alive 2 shot. It's really cool. I've always liked this stage. Paul and Gene from the Elder era. And then black and white. Oh, one more color picture there. Let's see. I Love It Loud. Also, they're doing the videos as they started. So I Love It Loud from Creatures of the Night in 82. Lick It Up. Different pictures from that. All Hell's Breaking Loose. All Hell's Breaking Loose and Lick It Up. They were just awesome. They were just really awesome videos. Heaven's on Fire off of Animalize. It was definitely a sign of those videos were definitely a sign of the time. Thrills in the Night. Look at old Gene there. That's actor Gene wanting to, and I think Eric Carr says, I never saw the finished video, but I remember the concept stuff we did. I don't know if it ever made it to the actual video. We were all dressed to be different characters in this girl's day. It's supposed to be like a regular working girl that goes to work in the secretary's office during the day, but at night goes prowling for Dick. Or Mr. Right, whatever you want to call him. It was supposed to be her boss. That's kind of, yeah, I don't remember seeing that video too often, and I think these concept shots this concept stuff didn't make it, if I'm not mistaken. I may be mistaken. You can correct me like you always do. Tears Are Falling, great video. I love the Tears Are Falling video. Really cool behind the scenes there with the camera. Who Wants to Be Lonely? Another video off from Asylum. And here comes James Dean. Let me add James Dean to the stream. Hey, James.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I kind of got started on this one magazine here, not too far into it. I'm going to solo me so you can see it on your screen here. Can you see that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Perfect.
Have you ever seen the Thrills in the Night video? Do you know if this concept stuff made it to the video, James?
I've seen Thrills in the Night video, but I don't recall seeing anything like this imagery attached to it.
Yeah, I think it got cut. I think this stuff got cut from it. Let's see, and then I was just talking about how good Tears Are Falling and Who Wants to Be Lonely, how good those videos are. I'm a big fan of the Asylum album. Gene's songs on it are kind of weak, but
that album grew on me later on, I think. At the time, I don't think I appreciated it so much because of the costumes, and I was such a fan of Creatures and so on that I felt that it was a bit of a departure. But after going back to that album, I really enjoyed it more and more as time went on.
Yeah, they were definitely between Animalize and Asylum. They were really channeling their inner Bon Jovi by this point in time. But man, I didn't realize they had so many videos from Asylum. They've got Tears Are Falling from Asylum, Who Wants to Be Lonely from Asylum, and All Night from Asylum. I love the All Night video. That's a great video. And let's see, then Crazy Nights, when Paul kind of became the front man, the official front man. And a lot of videos he's actually seen with not even carrying a guitar. Then Reason to Live, and Gene and his nice wigs he was wearing during that time. Turn on the Night, Crazy Nights, and Let's Put the X in Sex from Smashes Thrashes.
Have you seen that video? Put the X in Sex video?
Yes.
Yeah.
You Make Me Rock Hard from Smashes Thrashes.
I think he was like wearing some white tights at that point, like a white spandex with reflector things attached to it or something like that.
Yeah. Rock and Roll All Night from Kiss Exposed. It's a good shot of Ace. That'd been nice if that'd been in color. Some of these magazines, these specials, they skipped on the color pages as much as they could. Hide Your Heart.
This is great because I haven't seen any of these pictures before. These magazines.
That's what this is. That's what this opportunity's for, is for people to be able to see it. Behind the Lens.
Oh, there's his pants I was referring to.
Oh yeah, with the reflectors on it.
Yeah.
And I always like to see merch stuff. Kiss Alive Fan Club, the Kiss Alive Fan Club, not the Kiss Army. That's weird. That's unique.
Yeah, that is.
Posters, they got Destroyer for $8, Spirit of 76 for $8, Kiss, the group shot, and the cartoons, and then they've got Exposed, Animalize, and Live and Uncensored, Crazy Nights, and look, they were still selling Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Huh.
They were still selling Phantom there for $17.90. Man, I wish I could get that for $17.95 now. Let's see what else we got here. Gene Simmons, Sticking Your Tongue into the Video Age. Yeah, because I guess we're all the way up to the videos they would have had at this point in time. So there's a picture of Gene, an article. It's an interview with Gene. That's a good picture. Gene there with this torch. Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over era. Oh, I got a hair there. I never realized that. Good picture, Eric.
Yeah. What's
Eric
he holding there? Some kind of a Smurf statue?
A Smurf statue. It is a Pop Rocky. It's some kind of award. I don't know what that award is, but it's like a Smurf. Still playing with a whole lot of muscle. Eric and Bruce. There's the awards for Smashes Thrashes. Oh, this is a whole Eric article. So I don't know. We're going to have another magazine coming up in a little bit about this, but this is when they put the makeup on. Oh, no, we do have more videos. Okay, here we go. So
looks like that picture would be from Rise to It.
This is Forever here. And here's Rise to It. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny how you could tell they hadn't put the makeup on in a while because Gene or Paul's makeup, neither one in that video looked right.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric said, and just goes to show you the heart and the coolness that Eric had. I read an interview with him where he said that he felt uncomfortable being passed off as being Peter in that interview, in that video, even though you only saw the back of his head.
Right.
It was implied that it was Peter and Ace in the dressing room with them, and it was actually him and Bruce. And I know Bruce probably wouldn't have been very comfortable with that either. Bruce and Eric were just two stand-up guys. Yeah, see, they just don't look right.
Mm-hmm.
Paul looks like somebody dressing up to be Paul in these
That's
videos.
right. Like
They-
a cover band or something.
Yeah, they both look like they're in a bad cover band in that in that picture. So
But at the
there's
time, though, I thought it was very cool, and it made me excited that maybe there's something around the corner with the makeup coming back.
same with me. And I think every Kiss fan that was a Kiss fan back during the makeup era thought, "Oh, is Kiss getting ready to put makeup back on?" And little did we know, the making of Kiss's first film. So it's got Phantom here. And I want to mention, because there'll be non-Patreon subscribers at the time that see this on YouTube on the replay. Currently, I'm planning on doing a Patreon exclusive private viewing of Kiss Meets the Phantom, and that'll be sometime in October. So if it's not past October of 2021, by the time you watch this video on YouTube or whatever, you have an opportunity to get in on that by signing up at Patreon. But yeah, I remember seeing this picture when I was a kid, and it kind of took away a little bit of the mystique about the boots, because you can actually see a little bit there about how the boots are kind of assembled.
That's
And
the
that-
first thing I noticed when you turn the page is I could see the behind the scenes in the boot there.
Yep. You can see that it's a boot, and it's just like a veneer casing that goes on it.
Mm-hmm.
I love these. I love the robes. I've always loved the robes.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so iconic.
I've probably watched that about 20 times over the years.
And then they have Kiss on the Couch, the home videos. They have a 2-page spread of Alive Uncensored with the songs that's on it, Crazy Nights with the videos that's on it, and Alive or Kiss Exposed. These two, I own this one. I own this one, and let's see. Let me look above me here. I own Crazy Nights. I own Exposed. I do not own this. I want to get this. I want to get that again.
The concert video. Yeah.
Yeah, I have Extreme Close Up. I have Kiss Confidential, Crazy Nights, Kiss Exposed, and Kiss Second Coming. I don't have this video here, though. I would like to get that again. So that's that for that video. Got Bruce Kulick on the back there. So that's for that.
That's a good shot.
That's it for that one. So we're going to move on to this one. This is a RIP photo special. This is from, I'll probably have to open it up and see. This is a collector's issue. It's originally $2.95.
Nice Dynasty era
nice
picture there.
Yeah, nice Dynasty shot. I don't know when this is from yet. I'll probably have to get to a date. Probably on the table of contents. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's another from Rise to It.
Yeah, you can tell instantly.
Yep. This is 1990. So this is another Hot in the Shade era 89, 90 push, because of probably that picture right there is a telltale sign.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny. Gene holding up a RIP magazine with Sebastian Bach on it. What's up with that? What's up with that? Goodness gracious. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool shot right there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. See, I haven't looked at some of these in so
That's
long.
looks like Dynasty again.
Yeah, it looks like they just blew it up and separated the pictures. That's Japan, 76 or no 75, 76. I think that's 76. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Peter, that looks. It's hard to tell. Maybe hard to tell. His drum sets. Sometimes he used that same one for quite a bit. Somebody could probably tell just by the drum set. Paul and Bruce. It's kind of unique how they have the makeup and non-makeup pictures kind of
Mixed in. Yeah.
mixed in together. Trying to get my. The thing about lighting is you want to get adequate lighting, but you want to try to fight that glare. And these are glossy pages. So far, all being glossy in color. Now, I remember this picture from when I was a kid. Several pictures from that shot from that, taken, looks like side of a cheap hotel.
Kind of reminds me of the picture on Unmasked, one of the cartoon drawing of him partially showing his eyes and covering his face.
Yeah, yep. And a lot of people there are always like, oh, look, Gene's holding up a cut copy, but they did that to promos too. So if they gave that to Gene as a promo, they'd cut the corner on it. It wasn't that it was necessarily that it was a knockoff being. It was just that it was a promo. Oh, man, the iconic photo session. Some of my visions of Kiss that are forever burned into my brain are from that session right there.
Yeah, I had posters of that.
The Mylar session.
Never seen this picture in particular, but I had the usual ones that everyone has.
Yeah. Another picture, Eric. Yeah, they're all kind of all over the place here. Which, I mean, I think if you think about it, it's like, okay, they put out a book where they're showing Gene and Paul in makeup, in old makeup or new makeup because of the era with the Rise to It video, and then they're throwing in, look, Paul and Paul. So I think
like a scrapbook. I don't mind it actually. It's interesting.
Yeah. And there's Gene, and there's the poster, and I've never actually taken the poster out of this, but I think it's a Spirit of '76 poster. I have some people they're like, why don't you take your posters out? But just judge it. No, it's looks like it's Christmas one. You see that little bit of a tree there?
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
See the little snow there? Yeah. I've never actually taken it out. And, let's see what we can see from this side. No, that's the other fold. That's the other fold. So, but yeah, that's a full picture of Gene too. I remember seeing pictures of Gene with this casket.
Yeah.
You ever seen that with that green background? That is so amazing. Trying to get the glare off of it.
That looks familiar and kind of reminds me of maybe the those cards, the cards that you have maybe around the same time it was taken.
Yeah, see, Gene was originally like he eventually embraced being the demon, but if you look at some of the early magazines and material that they put out, he called himself the vampire. So it's kind of funny that he's the vampire and he's got his little coffin there.
Yeah, and he was. Do you remember the Mike Douglas show? He made reference to drinking the blood of the audience members or something like that.
Yep, some of them looking kind of rather tasty and.
Yeah. That's an interesting shot of Ace.
I was going to say that's an interesting shot that they included that. That's almost like an outtake to me, but they got an outtake of Ace rolling around in the polyurethane or whatever it is. And it was probably might have been asbestos. Seen that shot a few times. That's an interesting shot. Around either Dressed to Kill or Alive, because that's the Alive. That's the
costume
live outfit.
there. Yeah,
it's the live costume. London. lot of different shots from that, trying to get Paul in there.
Yeah, good shots from that time.
Yep. Paul with his blonde streak in his hair there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize, I actually pointed it out to one of my friends. You can't really see it in this picture, but he actually would kind of shade the sides of his cheeks below his cheekbone.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Thin his face a little bit. Maybe if we see another picture. That's pretty cool base Gene has there.
Yeah. I remember that one.
That is Asylum, because you see the big, huge KISS logo behind him. That logo on the Asylum tour was huge. I went to that show. It was from the bottom of the stage literally to the ceiling.
I saw that show in Toronto.
That's Hot in the Shade.
Hot in the Shade, yeah.
Looks like a Hot in the Shade outtake there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like
Dynasty.
Yeah, that's Dynasty.
Or Unmasked, yeah.
And it could have been I Was Made for Loving You. It could have been it could have been Sure Know Something. I think they shot those both at the same time.
Probably, yeah.
That's a good shot.
That's great, yeah.
Yeah, good one.
A lot of good shots.
Oh yeah, there's a good one. You never knew which way Gene's blood was going to go, man. There's a stage.
Okay, I remember that this picture in particular. I think that's been around, that picture. I may even have had a poster of that one.
I don't know. What has he got in his hand? What is that? It's almost like something that's making a light.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah. Man, there's what I'm talking about. That's Asylum. Dang, that stage was very plain. You see, it's just basically two huge big ramps, but the KISS logo stole the show on that.
Yeah, and they would turn different colors and aim in different directions.
That's a good picture there. And the back. All right. So that's another 90s magazine. This is a reunion magazine. I don't have the cover to it anymore, but this is a reunion era magazine. Came out in '96. This is called Kiss Alive. Metal Edge presents the the official Kiss Alive Worldwide 96-97 Tour magazine. So this is going to be one of those. It's going to have a few color. One thing that I am impressed about that magazine we just looked at is I think it was all color and it was all glossy. So we're going to have some regular paper here, kind of throwback to Alive there with some hand notes.
Throwback, right.
That's what they wanted. They wanted the fans to feel all retrospective, and, they wanted us to feel very much nostalgia. Nostalgic. I think that is why they chose the most popular stage from that era with the Love Gun Alive 2 stage, the most popular costumes with the Love Gun Alive 2 costumes. That's on a KISS card, except his face was facing towards the camera.
Right. Yeah.
It's a slightly different shot. Looks like, they definitely, it's pretty cool. All for one, KISS captured on camera.
Oh, cool.
74 with the bandit makeup.
Oh, yeah.
76, they've got the motorcycles. 76, looks like that's also one that Peter took the crystal ball picture. 75, 77, 78, the cubes.
Oh, yeah.
77, 79. Peter looking less than great there. I remember whenever I see those, just look like a makeshift when they took pictures, and it just looked very makeshift to me. All the pictures I see, and Peter just does not look good in any of those pictures I've ever seen from that particular, where they were just kind of shooting pictures. Oh, here's some more stuff. See, if this stuff's kind of around, I know they put a lot of stuff out during this era, but I mean,
I love that leather jacket.
This stuff's getting some age on it. I mean, 96. This stuff is over 20 years old, approaching 30 years old. See, there's that leather jacket, Kiss Army, and you wanted the best shirt down there. And there's another reunion picture. Gene I don't know if that was before Gene's plastic surgery or before he lost the weight or what. In some of those pictures during this era, he just looks very, all of them, they go back and forth between, and sometimes in some pictures looking good and in some pictures not looking good. Like to me in this picture here, every one of them that almost looks like a Kiss cover band to me. None of them really look that great.
Yeah, not very good lighting and not a good composition. The page you just turned, it looked like Gene had a shading on his, like Paul, like you were mentioning with Paul. Doesn't it look like the shading on the side of his face on the other side?
On here?
Yeah, does it look like shading, or is that just lighting, shadows?
I think that's just lighting and shadows.
Yeah.
One thing I do notice that Paul and Gene both do now, you see how they learned how to make themselves look thinner and younger. You see how here in this picture where Paul, you see his makeup goes all the way back to his chin, and it makes his face look wider. You look at some of their pictures now, especially from the side, his makeup will go from where his chin goes in almost straight back to the bottom of his ear. And this whole back corner here of his chin, him and Gene both do it. It won't even have makeup on it. And they do it because when you're looking at them from straight on, it kind of makes them look thinner. Got some black and white. Yep. Got some black and white pictures here. The Return of Kiss, the Slick Decade. Kiss My Access, another Kiss first. The only Kiss information source. Each card is numbered with unique limited edition phone card. That's when they were doing the phone cards. I have a friend of mine, Scott Rock. He's in a local band, Throwdown Jones, and little plug for my boys Throwdown Jones. He is a huge Kiss fan. He's met Gene, and he's got a Gene tattoo on his arm, and he met Gene during one of the reunion shows, and Gene autographed it. Met him in his hotel room, and he autographed it, and he had it tattooed over the autograph, so it's permanent. I did a video with him. It said inside a Kiss's fans room, and he has a display where he has all those Kiss cards.
That is cool.
Yeah. This is kind of like what they call the Spencer's era, because this is when they were really pumping the stuff out to Spencer. So they got a Kiss timeline here. I'm really going to have to slow down and read through this one day because it's got timeline from 68, 73, 74, 75, 80, 81, or 78, 79, 80.
That is a good read right there.
Yeah, the Mark St. John there. There's the Unplugged, Vinny and Eric. And all the way up to 96, 93, 94, 95, 96. The reunion panel down there. Pearl drums. Of course, Pearl's going to put a Pearl drum ad in a Kiss magazine. There's Gene with a lizard.
That's the first seeing that one.
The World According to Gene Simmons. Seen that picture many times. There is in kind of his labella, what I call his dragon. Bella, not his dragon, but his Dracula cape.
Right. Huh, that's interesting.
That's a cool pic. He's got his crucifix on and
Wow.
got the blood going down his head, and that's a interesting shot. Chamber of Horrors. Gene loved that freaking Chamber of Horrors. And off of the set of the I think he's
Exposed.
the I think he's the only one that did a photo shoot from it. There's his mom with a Dynasty tour book.
Hmm.
See, that's a better looking.
Yeah, that's a good shot of him,
Better
considering
looking
they've it's a
Yeah,
reunion.
Kiss discography. It's got each album and the songs, and then what it was. So Kiss is gold. Harder Than Hell was gold. Dressed to Kill, gold. Alive, 4 times platinum. Destroyer, 3 times platinum. Rock and Roll Over, 2 platinum. Love Gun, 3 platinum. Alive 2, 3 platinum. Double platinum, platinum. Gene Simmons, platinum. Ace, platinum. Paul, platinum. Peter, platinum. I think they shipped platinum, but I think some might got returned. Dynasty, double platinum. So Unmasked was the first gold album since, since Dressed to Kill. Elder was gold. Creatures, gold. Lick It Up, platinum. Animalized, platinum.
Creatures is platinum in my heart.
Yeah. Crazy Nights, platinum. Smashes, Thrashes, double platinum. Hot and Shade, gold. Revenge, gold. Alive 2, gold. Kiss My Ass, gold. Unplugged, doesn't say. I don't think it. Unplugged might have just been out. It might not have been certified yet.
Mm-hmm.
You want the best, you got the best. I think they've actually removed that from their catalog now. I don't think you can buy it anymore. Legal reasons or whatever, I don't know. Yeah, you see right here, this little part of the blonde,
Looking like
white here, he doesn't do that anymore. He doesn't take it all the way to the corner of his face. Paul Stanley, that's a good shot. I've always liked that. Of him on the throne.
Mm-hmm.
With the roses, seen that many times before. Maybe not that particular shot. Hoop of fire. He actually did jump through that hoop of flames. He jumped into like a tub with ice and stuff in it, and they covered him with blankets immediately after. But he
was that
actually
in Tears Are Falling?
No, that's Animalize. At the end of Animalize, he jumps, and not Animalize, but Heaven's on Fire.
Oh, yeah, right.
So videography, all the way back to promotional clips. They got promotional clips. Dressed to Kill had Come On and Love Me, Rock and Roll All Night. Rock and Roll Over had I Want You, Hard Luck Woman, Love 'Em and Leave 'Em. Dynasty had I Was Made for Loving You, Sure Know Something, Unmasked, The Elder. Then they got videographies.
I never had the Crazy Nights video, but I had most of the other ones.
Kiss Mailbag. Kiss Tour Manager Tells All. This album's got. This magazine has a lot of substance to it. It's not just a bunch of pictures. It's a good picture of Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Even aged, it's a good picture. They give them each their own little section. That's kind of cool. It's a good shot. That's a very iconic shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's an iconic shot. He's looking good. Free Kiss Army Depot stuff. Win rare autographed collectibles and t-shirts. Kiss Comicography. Wow, they're going into it. They've got the Marvel special.
I never did get those Marvel comics.
I had them when I was a kid. I had this one. I never had that one. I had this one when I was a kid. But I've never had, and I don't have it anymore, but I'd like to get them again someday. But man, some of that stuff's just too expensive now. Even if it's not in the greatest shape, it's just too expensive. My Place in History. Article by somebody. Peter. I owe a lot to Peter. Peter is the reason I picked up a set of drumsticks. I heard Peter playing on not so much on Destroyer, but on Alive 2. And I'd already been dabbling with drums, and my mom had already bought me a little drum set. I think it was a drum set she got from Sears, a Bugs Bunny drum set. And but when I started hearing Peter, I love this picture of Peter. It's one of my favorites.
Great one, yeah.
It's one of my favorite pictures. But that's what made me start playing. Influenced by Kiss. Influenced by Ace. A lot of let's be real.
Have you seen the video of Alice in Chains putting on Kiss makeup?
Yes.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Guitars that ruled the world. Man, this magazine has, I forgot how much
There is a lot in there.
substance this magazine has. Reunion Special. Look at there. $17.95 original makeup cover available as a picture disc or glow in the dark vinyl. That glow in the dark vinyl is very desired. There's Revenge. Your choice of blue or gray marble vinyl. $12.95. God. Kiss Alive 3 available on red, white, or blue vinyl. Wow.
Never seen a white vinyl.
Wow. And I have that. I have that album. I paid $100 for it recently, sealed. Still sealed. It's worth more than that, but I got lucky. Kiss Las Vegas Gets Kissed. And then we got heavy metal posters, cool Kiss Nation, cover sketch. I don't think that ever came to be. I'm not sure if that ever came to be or not.
I don't think so.
Kiss tribute band, send in the clones. Look. Look who it is. It's our boy.
Yeah. Frankie.
Oh my goodness. Hey, look, they look like Kiss.
Some of them look pretty damn good.
Oh, actually, I know this. I know this band. This dude right here. This is Kiss Army, and I actually saw them at. We went and saw them. My friend Scott Rock, I was talking about earlier, was filling in for their bassist and playing Gene. And I know this guy. I'm friends with him. I can't remember his name, but I'm friends with him on Facebook. And he's been in Kiss Army forever. I recognized his face right there. But I'm going to tell him about this video and show him that they're in this. He probably knows they're in this book, but I can't remember his name. But I met him, and he was like, they were getting ready to go on stage, and he's like, "You're the guy that makes all the YouTube videos about Paul Stanley lip syncing." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I thought, because he sat for a second, he sounded pissed off. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." He's like, "Good for you, man. Give them hell. Don't let them get away with that shit."
Yeah, I think you'll love to see that picture.
Kiss Alive and Kicking, 70s flashback. Man, this book has a lot of content. Live 2 stage. A lot of photos from that photo shoot right there. A lot of different
That's
photos
for sure,
from that.
yeah.
I think they were trying to me. I don't know, but I think they might have been trying to come up with some kind of shot for the cover of Alive 2, like they did for Alive. And I think they just finally decided, let's just blow the stage up and put it in the middle. This is like people's paintings and drawings. It's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kiss Connections, fanzines, and fan clubs. And then Gene at the very end. And on the very back. All right.
That was a good one.
All right. So we got 3 left. We're halfway done. And some of these, they'll go through faster than others because they're not in 100% Kiss content, I don't think. I think these next 2 are pretty much, next 3 are, this and here is hit and miss. This is basically a rip. It's Kiss exclusive, but it's not entirely, because you see it says Aerosmith, Slaughter. This shows you here in 1990. It shows you what the time was around them. Bon Jovi, Skid Row, The Cult, Bonham, Aerosmith, Slaughter, Europe, LA Guns, Coroner, The Front, Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull.
Yeah.
June 1990. So see, it just starts off. It don't even start with Kiss. It goes, there's Nicky and John Bon Jovi, Joan Jett. And just go through. Black Crowes, Kiss is back with a blistering new album, Hot in the Shade. Don't miss Kiss on tour. Aerosmith. Boy, Aerosmith really pulled it off, reinventing themselves as a 80s band. Kiss and Rip. I said they just look like a bad tribute band. Jethro Tull. Goodness gracious. Warrior Soul. Bands that never really might have made it. Gun. Europe. Coroner. Kiss, Immortal, and Immoral. Gene, Spitting Fire during Dynasty. Era looks Dynasty Unmasked.
Immortal and Immoral. Okay.
Yeah. Immortal and Immoral. I don't know about all that. That's a good shot. Creatures.
That's was that a shot on the back of their Hot in the Shade album?
Yeah.
That the one in the middle.
Yeah. At least Kiss got glossy pages. Teaser. LA Guns. I think we're done with Kiss. That was a very small section to be on the cover. See if we get another shot here, because sometimes they'll Poison, Beer Bath, Sebastian Bach. Oh, that's Rachel Bolan. Slaughter. Chrysalis dumped Vinny and kept the rest of the band and rebranded them and they manufactured Slaughter. Nothing against Dana and Mark Slaughter. I think I like Slaughter. I like their first album more than any of the others.
Even Soundgarden in there.
Yeah, ooh, yeah, a little Soundgarden. Wow. Yeah,
just at the start for them.
Yep. Oh, yeah, they're at the very end. It's the Kiss Gene and Paul interview continuing, so they threw one last. And Just Say Oz. Just say Ozzy. All right. Now, these 2 here are magazines I've done in the past, and I know a lot of people have asked me to come back and revisit them, and so these were both magazines I had when I was a kid, and these are 2 of the most iconic 70s Kiss magazines to me. This is the Grooves Special number 7. It's got the calendar in it. This is actually... It was $1.95 when it came out, and this is actually a pretty sought after album. This is from 1978.
Wow,
where this is from. So I love that.
Great shot.
It's one of my favorite Kiss cards, and I love having an 8x10 of it. It's just amazing. But I mean, look here, look at these. Look at, I mean, just this thing is going to be full. It is chock full of the
Yeah.
iconic shots.
Hmm.
It's just chock full of. Let me put some magazines back under here to give me that angle that I was getting a little bit ago. Yeah, it's a little better there. That's an old Gene picture right there. It's an old one.
Hmm.
Interview with
The vampire.
the vampire. Not the demon.
Not the demon.
Yep, the vampire. So all these just really cool shots. Gene there. Just a lot. It's a lot to take in. That's from a Kiss card. That's iconic.
Hmm.
Nice shot of Ace there. A lot of these probably made it to Kiss cards.
Yeah, that Gene at the bottom, I recognize that background.
Yeah.
That's from the cards.
Yeah. Harder Than Hell.
Rip and Destroy.
Gene with the blood coming out of his mouth, all in the green. That's an awesome shot of Paul. That effect that they have on Paul there. That's from a Kiss card.
Yeah, I recognize that one.
See, not all the pictures are in color, but at least it remains on that glossy paper, not just that flat out paper. There's their Kiss on tour. So iconic. Just,
Wow.
I remember just being 9 years old and just freaking staring at that. Just so awesome. His whole chest covered. I swear, I think when I was a kid, when Gene was young, whenever it was further back in time, like around this time, the blood that he spit out was thicker. I don't think it was water based. I think it was some kind of base, almost like a syrupy base. But it's like the stuff that he has now. It's almost like water based, and if you watch, he can spit that blood, and then by a few other songs later, it's gone off of him. It literally just like goes away.
I agree.
But back then, man, you see him at the end of his shows, man. Back then, their makeup was halfway off of them, and Gene was just nasty.
And it's even thick enough to be dripping on the guitar, on the bass like that.
Yeah, it's just kind of running down the bass. I know I wouldn't want to clean Gene's stuff. It's awesome pictures there.
In the future, they would put a in front of that.
Yeah, all night. Yeah, now we get to some pages that just aren't even glossy. They're just regular pages. But I remember, like I said, I was 9 the first time I saw a lot of these images in this book, and I always just thought this was a real cool, candid shot. Gene acting like he's biting Peter's hand, and Gene there again, that shot where it's like his makeup isn't all the way finished in that corner. Here, Abbott, I just stop. Travolta, Aerosmith, Andy Gibb, Sean Cassidy. I mean, good gosh. And here's my calendar. I'm going to try to open this up the best I can. It's loose. It's not in there anymore. But so you see November, December. You got Paul here, and then you got Peter here, and open it on up to the top. You have this shot here, and then you have Gene there and Ace right there. And then on the back, it's nothing. But yeah, you see where it's been on the wall.
Oh
It's
yeah, yeah.
Got the tape. Groove's interview with Ace Frehley. I always like this picture of him just kind of sitting in that little fold-up chair, just leaning forward. Look like he's just being real candid and talking. The facial, those pictures that they did where they got the facials.
Never seen that before.
Yep. And then there with his little tuning things just off a picture there. They cropped it. And then them out in the streets of New York. Looks like it's probably Hotter Than Hell era. Cadillac, Michigan shot. It's funny, a lot of Hotter Than Hell era photos for Ace. The mother's shirt.
Great photo.
That one there's a great photo. Always liked that one. Long term, I used to be a huge Peter fan, but long term, throughout my scope of my Kiss fandom over the last 43 years or whatever, I'd say probably Ace has pretty much overall averaged being my favorite member. I just think some of the great, not demeaning the other members, but I used to have a huge size poster of this on my wall.
That is a great shot to have a poster of.
Yep, and then there's another shoot from that same facial. Ace has his makeup on in that one.
I think my favorites drifted in between Gene first, then Paul, then ended up landing on Ace, outlasting the rest of them.
And there's a picture of Roadies and the bodyguard. I can't remember his name, Big Mike. And there's Ace and Jeanette and Peter and Linda. I've got the focus fixed, so if I get too close, it gets blurry. Still on Ace. A lot of pages for Ace. Still on Ace. Sign of things to come. I think there's a picture of Gene choking Peter too. I think there's a lot of subliminal messaging going on there.
Yeah.
Still Ace. A lot of. It was a big Ace interview.
That's when he didn't have the shadowing yet around his eyes, which looked better later on.
Kiss Alive. I used to always like these pictures. Anytime I saw a picture of Peter's drum set, I used to always love that. That's a good picture of Ace too. An old picture. Look at that one.
That is
bandit makeup.
Yeah.
Leather jacket, winged.
It's got to be maybe one of the very first shots of them together on stage.
This is Paul Lynde. That's Paul Lynde there.
I noticed that Paul Lynde, it was lip synced, wasn't it? That performance when they did Detroit Rock City.
Yep. Firehouse, obviously. And then there's another picture of Peter from behind his drums. I used to always just be fascinated by shots of Peter's drums. And then a picture of Paul and Groove's exclusive Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. I just think it's funny that this is a real weird editing choice they did. That's not the best picture of Peter. He looks like he's tired or high.
Yeah.
And then Paul's making a face or something, but then they cut half of it off with another picture of Paul.
That is strange.
Just kind of weird. That's a weird editing.
Yeah.
Paul with one of his dolls from Japan. And then Brooke Shields. There's another snapshot of the times. And then look at this. Yeah. Here's a picture of Gene and Peter and Paul, and Peter's makeup's halfway wore off.
Yeah.
Or either he's putting it on. It's either wore off, or I think he might have been putting it on. Because I know that what they do is I did videos the putting on makeup, and I did it the way they do it. They put the white on first and kind of cover in everywhere white's going to go, and then they take a Q-tip or a eyeliner pen, and they draw the outline of stuff, and then they clean out the white in the middle, and then paint it in with black.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then but I mean, you look at that close-up shots like that. I mean, they just did a superb job on their makeup.
Yeah. To keep it consistent.
And then Sign of the Times, Queen, Aerosmith, Bee Gees, Fleetwood Mac, and Travolta. And then the back picture is crop pictures of Gene and Paul.
I wonder if Peter used the same silver makeup that Ace did on his nose.
I would think maybe, because it did look very similar. All right. So now, last magazine of the evening. We'll take a look at the Phantom. This is $2.50. It's the official Kiss Meets the Phantom magazine. Right off the bat, I love this picture of Peter. I always have loved that picture of Peter holding the ball. It's funny that
great costume too.
Peter's taken 3 of the 6 slots.
Oh yeah.
$2.50 back in '79.
Gene crashing through the wall.
Yep.
Looks like we made a wrong turn. Doesn't appear to be any right ones.
I tell you what, we're gonna have so much fun whenever we do that. Whenever we do Kiss Meets the Phantom in October, we're gonna have so much fun. Look, I think it's funny. They have a picture up
of
here
the
of a stunt guy.
Yeah, those guys are so noticeable.
Yeah, they got a stunt double up there. That's hilarious.
That and the fact that they overdubbed Peter's voice, which gets me.
Yep. Peter and Ace, they just hated the whole filming process. They hated it. Ace hated the hurry up and wait, and I used to work on movies. I used to work as a technical crew in lighting and for movies back in the mid '90s. And it is a lot of hurry up and wait. It's hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. And it's unbelievable. I've saw movies after they were edited that I worked on, and I remember we were on set for a whole day for something, and ended up being like 5 minutes in the movie. It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Must take a lot of patience for everybody.
So can you imagine if you put the makeup on and then it's, hurry up and wait? Gene didn't mind because it was kind of their baby and their idea, but Peter and Ace, man, they at this point in time, they were, I think always, they were about rock and roll. I appreciate that they made Phantom because we've got this, and I appreciate everything that Kiss has done, like The Elder and stuff that they don't like so much. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that, things they've made that I don't like, other people do. So, but... Anthony Zerbe plays the part of Abner Devereaux, the mad scientist Phantom. I didn't know that was actually his Phantom. It was what they called him.
Abner Devereaux, right?
Yeah, Abner Devereaux. Lights, camera, action.
My wife's pouring me a beer right now. So lucky.
Awesome. That's a good woman.
Thank you.
The Source of the Talisman, The Secret Power.
Great shot of Ace there.
Yeah. Yep, and he's got the dark eye shadow above his eyes, and he'd eventually go to blue. He's got the dark eye shadow there.
The talisman.
Mm-hmm. Good shot of Peter. Gene.
This is great to have this magazine. Like a lot of people will call this movie a tacky movie, but I personally love it, and it's you're you're lucky to have that magazine.
I personally love Phantom. I liked it the night that I saw it. I remember laying in the middle of the living room floor and watching this movie for the very first time on television. And I remember it. I mean, I remember watching it, and I remember wondering, where the hell's Kiss? Where they probably not where the hell, but I remember wondering, where's Kiss at? Because they don't come in till like almost 25 minutes into the movie, and with commercials and stuff, man, you're approaching 45 minutes by that time, and I just remember I like it's interesting some of the shading choices that they took here. Like this picture is predominantly in like a red tint ink. But yeah, I wish
Like a duotone shot.
yeah. I kind of wish that this magazine was a little more color than it is these just matte, not even glossy, black and white or kind of colored white. Like, Ace here in the red. And I think they did that just to add another ink to the page.
Yeah.
Because they already had red on the other side. So
That is unusual going with a lot of black and whites like that. Must have been a cost thing.
Probably. I mean, because a shot like this shouldn't have been a black and white shot to me. That's it's a lot of it's lost in the darkness. The Kiss Conclave. Yeah. Gene Simmons stands accused. That same shot with the boot.
Yeah. Great boots.
Gene's clean. A pussycat. Act. Oh, those lion overdubbing they did, and even when Gene spoke, the effect they had on his voice was just so hard. Sometimes you couldn't even, why he speaks to us. Like, it's just like, God, you can't even understand him half the time. Good shot of Ace. Insufficient data at the moment. Then they got autographs here that, Paul with the fans, members of the Kiss Army offer life, limb, and love for Paul Stanley's John Hancock. And just close-up shots with autographs.
The $S.
Yeah. Kiss in the Dark, Monstrous Mystery Tour. Blue screen behind them. Because that would have been the opening scene.
Oh, right.
Centerfold goes to Paul Stanley, people.
Just missing some rose petals.
Yep. Then Ace. Then the Chamber of Horrors. Finally get a Chamber of Horrors color picture. And then with Melissa down there. And action shot, Gene busting through the styrofoam. Gotta give it to Gene. Gene wanted to do a lot of his own stunts. He loved it, man.
Yeah, I noticed that when I rewatched it a couple weeks ago with the what's it called, the other version, the European version. And I noticed that Gene was in his own, doing his own scenes. The other guys were using the stunt doubles more often.
James, is that the version we decided we were going to watch in October?
Yeah.
I don't have that. I don't have that version. Attack of the Phantoms?
Attack of the Phantoms, right.
Yeah. I don't have that version. I'll have to try to find a way to get it. So
just hook up with me and I'll send you a link. And
okay. All right, cool. That way
get all set up.
That way we'll have it for us to watch, because that's the one that's got the music from the solo albums, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And it's got some editing choices, and I heard that a lot of Ace's lines are cut out of it, but at least it don't have the 70s brown chicken, brown cow porn music.
Yeah. Much better to hear the solo songs than that background music.
Right. Some good shots of Ace here. That shot there, and this shot here. Kiss Super Songs, Love Gun, Dr. Love, Shock Me, I Stole Your Love, Rock and Roll All Night, Christine 16, Beth, Black Diamond, and God of Thunder. Those are super songs. That's what they say. Iconic. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Got that stunt person jumping
A lot of
down.
stunt doubles in that scene.
Yep. A lot of stunt doubles in that scene.
Good shot.
They all lose their head over you, Demon. Ace had the best lines.
Yeah.
Two heads are better than one. Ace playing his guitar. Do you think you're a good actor? I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I'm going to let my fans decide. Honestly, a lot of people say the worst actor. Well, we really can't tell from Peter because they overdubbed him.
Mm-hmm.
But going by Gene's and Paul's and Ace's performances that they gave, I honestly think that Ace and Gene acted the best. Paul is he was horrible in that. His lines all sounded like he was reading them off of a board. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's this way. I mean, his acting, his lines are horrible. Horrible. You're looking for somebody, but it's not Kiss.
Yeah.
It's like Paul's acting in that is just horrible. Gene, how do you feel about doing your first movie? Nancy, how do you feel about being blonde?
Well, that's got to be a good read there.
Oh, yeah. Who was your favorite character in the film? Abner Devereaux. No. My favorite character was Gene Simmons. There's no question about that. He's the scene stealer of them all. A good old Gene, modest as always.
Yeah. Are you ready for the real kiss?
Are you ready for the real kiss? Here we go. Do you think you're a good actor? I think I could be. At least he's
no.
honest. He didn't say he was.
Yeah.
I'm sure they wasn't 100% honest in those interviews. It was all probably passed through the management. Something wrong, Demon? I'm not sure. Something's amiss, me buckos. Why did they turn Peter into a swashbuckling pirate? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Gene was an only child. Was he? It's like, oh, Gene battling over his twin? Impossible. Gene's brother was an only child. Oh. The stunt doubles.
Mm-hmm.
Ace kicking a stunt double. That's impressive. Because that's Ace kicking a stunt double.
Oh, that's unusual.
Yeah.
They had no choice but to be part of that action scene.
Yeah, that don't look like African Ace either. I mean, he's got a white hand. You know, Ace always gets a lot of hell over African Ace. But I mean, it ain't Ace's fault they I mean, they cast bad stunt doubles. I don't know. Kiss Collectibles.
I had the radio.
Hey, we could have got it for $9.50 each. Oh man, look at some of this stuff.
I remember the Kiss belt buckle.
The Kiss belt buckle. The Kiss. I've never seen this one. I see this one all the time.
I've never seen that one. No.
Never seen that one.
Guess that one's all gold. Would it be gold or silver?
Giant Kiss
Chrome.
logo in 10 ounces of solid brass.
Brass. Okay.
That one's brass. Kiss Army, $5. The enamel finished buckles from the cover of Love Gun.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss buttons. The signature stick pins. Signature stick pins. Those belt buckles are $5 each. Oh my God, if they were only that cheap now. Where's mine at?
Especially a good quality one.
Yeah, mine. What's funny is mine is not the best quality, but mine is still. I've seen ones in worse quality than mine because mine's the enamel's chipped off of it, and I've seen ones in worse quality than mine going for hundreds of dollars.
Wow.
But if you look at mine, you can see that the enamel is kind of chipped off of it. But this is my original.
Mm-hmm. Wow, the original thing.
Little 8-year-old Brant wore this. This is
amazing.
This is a Pacifica, 1977.
Wow.
It's kind of hard to see it there, but yeah.
It's not easy keeping those little things around, especially you when you said you had everything stolen.
Yeah, and I don't know how I kept this. The only reason this probably didn't get stolen was because it probably wasn't in my storage stuff. It was probably in a drawer somewhere, at the bottom of a drawer. Kiss Alive 2 shirt, solo album shirt. I still love the solo album shirt with all of them on it. Logo bracelet, logo patch, red enamel logo, the solo album keychains, the notebooks.
I think I may have had those keychains.
The notebooks, 2 for $1.50. Now, see, I see this one all the time. The one on the cubes.
Yeah.
This one I don't see so much of. Can you see what that is? Let me get the glare off of it. It is the Alive 2 posters. Like Ace with the smoking guitar, Peter singing Beth, Gene holding his arms out, and Paul pointing the. That one I don't see that one very often.
No.
But
I haven't seen that one.
I see that one all the time, and these go for about $100 now. If they've not been used and have the red order form in them, they can be upwards of $150 to $200. It's ridiculous.
That is, yeah.
It is expensive to be a Kiss fan if you're trying to collect a coin era Kiss stuff.
Where did you get this one from?
I got this one offline. And I think I paid at the time. I think I paid like $50-$60 for it.
Mm-hmm.
Sealed with a kiss. All's well that ends well. Nice, good shot of Ace there. Real good detail on his makeup.
His makeup has to be like those straight, perfect lines each time.
Mm-hmm. There's Paul beside him because there's a rose tattoo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good shot. Paul and Gene up on the. That's a cool shot. That's behind Sam T. Serpent, looking out over the crowd.
You don't often get to see that perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Heads up, flaming youth.
And they both shot the fire at the same time.
Hither cometh thy destiny.
Hither cometh
thy destiny. I still think I've said it before and I'll say it again. I still think a good album title for Destroyer would have been Flaming Youth.
Yeah.
It's got the song Flaming Youth on it, and I just think it would have been a good title for an album.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
thank you very much. That was very interesting. Never seen those before.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really cool the conversations we've had and everything. Both being longtime Kiss fans. All right, I'll see you again, and I'll see all you guys. If you're watching this on the replay, I'll see you guys all in the next one. And if you have not join Patreon, please consider doing that. It's helping to support the channel, and also to get some real cool exclusive stuff or get some early access to things like this. And we'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.